We're going to focus on one topic today. So here we go. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, guys. I never eat tacos on Taco Tuesday. I'm not sure. So when I was in church the other day, Pastor James does what a lot of pastors do. They have this call to action. Okay. If you guys ever been to church, you know that most pastors have some form of a call to action. And what is that call to action? All right. A couple different ways for call to action is, they're going to ask you a lot of times if you made the decision to follow Christ, if you're in a Christian church. And then they're going to do a thing about like, what can you do to support? Okay. So like whoever, did anybody here grow up in church? Anybody here grow up in church? Okay. They do this offering at the end. Most of you guys, who had the bucket that got passed around? Anybody have the bucket? Well, they don't pass around buckets anymore because just like homeless people can't pass out a bucket anymore, it's all digital. So they have a QR code. They don't pass around a bucket anymore. They have a QR code. But it's a call to action. And so he has an acronym. His acronym is PIGS, P-I-G-S. Okay. And he says, here's how you help the church. You pray, you invite, you give, and you serve. Okay. So I'm going to give you our acronym. Today, we're going to focus on one topic. We're going to focus on one topic. Okay. We're going to focus on one topic. And what is the topic that we need to start with? Most people start with product, which is how good their classes are. They've got world-class teachers and 4 students, and they make $40 a month. They're teaching 6 hours every day and getting nowhere. They're in the same place today as they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I know somebody right now who's been teaching for 40 years and he's never made $40,000 in a year. 40 years of teaching, never made 40 grand. How many guys made 40 grand in 1 month before? Anybody make 40 grand in 1 month? Anybody here make 40 grand in one day yet? Anybody make 40 grand in one day yet? Some of you guys, I know it looks like my internet's really slow today, so I apologize for that. All right. I got to talk to Elon, get me some better internet around this place. Some of you guys are going to be close this year. You're going to have your first $40,000 day. And I know someone who's been teaching for 40 years and he has yet to have a $40,000 year. Don't be that guy. Okay. So that being said, product. There's a reason why most karate people suck because they focus on that. Second is they go to, oh crap, we got to make some money. Let's go sell a membership. And they don't know how to sell. So they only know how to sell one way, which is slice and dice pricing, discount. And then they say, oh, we need to go get some more students. So they call it marketing. But what they do is they give money to somebody else and say, hey, go tell the world about my message. They give it to Facebook. They give it to an agency. They never do the first thing that's the most important. It's called marketing. Okay, so today we're going to focus on marketing. I have an acronym for you. Everybody write out the letters. R. Anybody figure out what the 4 letters are going to be? I. We don't do no pigs around here unless they're going in my belly. S and an E. And good Lord, I love some bacon, baby. But today we're going to focus on the rise. Okay, we're going to talk about reach. Reach. And not that reach that John wants right now. We're talking about the reach to the world, baby. Let's go. Okay. We already know the I, invite. We don't want to yell and scream at people, even though it feels like I'm yelling and screaming right now. We want to invite them to bear witness to what we do best, which is we're in the business of transformation, right? We're in the business of taking people and helping them become the best version of themselves, physically, mentally, emotionally. Maybe,
Hear me? Yeah.
okay. Next one is S. S.
Yep.
S is
Gotcha.
going to be instead of sales, guys, we're going to say serve. Okay. It is senior to selling. When you serve someone, think about hospitality. They are obligated to do business with you. Think about when you're at a restaurant. You might feel obligated to tip, but that lady or that guy that goes above and beyond, you love going above and beyond, showing them. Okay. I saw a funny little thing today, Miss Sarah. There's a lady going viral on social media right now because she's a DoorDash delivery person. Anybody see this post today? It's going over viral on social media. And every time she drops off the food, now I put my tip ahead of time. Apparently, you can do a tip after the fact. I didn't figure that one out yet. She always takes a picture of the food on the floor in front of the door with her feet in that picture, her nicely manicured toes. And guess what? They have the screenshots of the extra tip she's getting. Food $17, $60 tip. She found a little side hustle within the side hustle. Now, John, don't get any ideas now. Ain't nobody want to see those feet. Okay, just so you know. Karate feet are not the feet to be posting, guys. All right. That's that grocery store feet. You do not want to do that. But just to think about it, okay? When you serve someone, people feel obligated to do business with you. And the E is what we really love, and that's delivering the experience. What is the experience? The experience is transformation every single class, improvement. People have to see and they have to be told where they were and where they are. And so that's an acronym we're going to focus on today. RISE, okay, reach, okay? So here we go. Take notes, going fast. I've got 8 pages here and I got 30 minutes to go. You guys write your questions and be a leader at the end of this and ask quality questions because there are dumb questions, okay? Most martial arts programs, like most small businesses in America, don't have a marketing problem, right? They're confused about what marketing is. They don't have a problem with it. They have a problem with converting to an appointment. They're solving too many questions on the phone, answering too many questions on the phone through the DMs, through the texting. They're not getting appointments. You got to convert. And most people that I talk to in the martial arts space, they don't know the difference until we run the math equation. So we're gonna own the problem. We're gonna own the problem first. We're gonna get really sober together. We're gonna be honest. Leaders are honest with themselves above anyone else. Brutally honest. Okay? So, what is an actual appointment, guys? An appointment is a confirmation. Listen, write this down because if you lead yourself and you lead a team, you can't let nobody on here throw some BS your way. Everyone lies and nobody loves you. Your staff's going to lie to you. Your spouse is going to lie to you. Your son's going to lie to you. Oh, I called them all. I called them all. I went and handed out 500 flyers and you threw those damn things in the trash. What is an actual appointment? It is a confirmation, a scheduled conversation with a prospective or current person with a defined purpose, a defined time with a named owner. The owner is the person that's going to meet with them from the team. If it doesn't have a name, a date, a time, and an owner, it's not an appointment. It's hope. Listen, Barack, who was president for 8 years, he became president because he sold a thing called hope. Hope is what we all want. It does sell, it does work, but you can't count on it. You can't count on it. All right? Because that hope he was selling, I don't think we ever got it. You know, it sounded good. So hope is not what we're in the business of doing. We need to actually create true life transformation. So if they said, hey, we might come next week, that's not an appointment. Hey, pencil us in. That's not an appointment. Oh yeah, I called and they said they might come in. I penciled them in for the group intro Saturday. That's not an appointment. That's some bullshit. Okay. As someone walked in your door asking for information, they walk in, and you didn't put it down, you got the information, that's not an appointment. Appointment, I'm gonna say it again, has a defined name, date, time, and an owner who's gonna run it. Now, 20 appointments by Wednesday, 12 o'clock is my school's targets, should be all's. 20 appointments. If you do conversion math, it is the difference between having a slow month and having a successful month. If you have a school that's not growing, there's only two things in life, growing and dying. All right. So if your school's not growing, it is dying and you're lying to yourself. You're not a leader because you're lying to yourself. You won't have a brutal conversation. Okay. So requirement. And I will log you off the damn call because I'm a leader. Guys, I'm about to get hardcore and leader. Everyone's going to participate. Everyone's going to participate. Everybody. I don't care if you're like, I don't even know the answer to this. Then you better go pull up some software and figure it out. Okay. I want the honest number in the chat right now. How many appointments last week did you book for this week? How many appointments? I'm not gonna ridicule you. Last week, how many did you book for this week? Right now, how many do you have for this week? An appointment, defined name, time, person's gonna do the appointment, right? And I'm not moving on until everyone participates. Say hey.
0.
Put it in the chat. Come on. Come on, let's go. We love it. Thanks for the honesty, sir. Now, some of us, and here's the thing is, do you know how many people right now, let's talk about this, guys. How many right now, all of us here could come up with some bullshit reason why we didn't? Oh, we were closed last week. We were traveling last week. I was dealing with this, dealing with that, dealing with this. How many guys had stuff last week that was in your way? And who had stuff in your way last week? Personal stuff, professional stuff. How many guys had stuff? You're busy. Okay. How many guys are going to predict that you're going to have some bullshit next week? Anybody predict bullshit next week? Anybody want to predict that 12 months from now you're going to have some more bullshit? Anybody else bullshit? It's going to happen for the rest of time until Jesus comes back and says, wipe it away. Let's roll. Got a new way to do it. And I'm not talking about karate Jesus. I'm talking about the real one. Okay. So if we book 0 or 1 or 2, and thank you guys for participating and being sober and honest here. All right. If that is the thing is 0 appointments leads to how many students? 1 appointment might lead at best to 1 student. Now let's do some other sober math. Let's do this together. I have 100 students. I've been open for 5 years. Pretty mature school. Doing okay. Successful school is going to lose 5% on a monthly level, annualized. So I'm going to lose 5 students a month times 12. I'm going to lose 60 students. I start with 100. I have 40 at the end of the year. How many guys can live off of 40 members? Probably can't do it. So if I'm going to lose 5 and I sign up 5, at the end of the year, I have 100 students. Success. You're going to work your ass off to stay in the same place. How many guys like that? Who likes that plan? So we already know that if I don't have appointments, I don't have members. And eventually, I'm out of business. And so how many guys, let's be honest, how many guys hate the marketing? You hate the advertising. You hate that. You just want to teach. How many guys are right here? You just want to teach. And so you want to go pay someone else to do the job for you, but you don't know how to hold them accountable. Who's the problem? It's Aaron. Aaron's the problem. Aaron's the problem. Aaron's the problem. Okay. Now, I can show you how to do this better, but you can sign up 20 people this week if you're serious about it. Here's the thing is, John loves his son. His son's 22, 2 years old, 20. He's 20. John loves his son, right? John, you do love your son, right? Okay, John's son's going to come to him and say, Dad, I just found out I got to pay this guy 20 grand or he's breaking my kneecaps. John's like, let's go. John's going to handle it. His son comes to him the next time and says, Dad, I got to have an operation. It's 20 grand. John can't go whoop the surgeon's ass. Okay. If John had to make 20 grand today to get his son a surgery, he's going to make 20 grand today. Yes. You figure it out. Okay. Like whatever you got to do. Okay. It's that we have to manifest sometimes a level of pressure on ourselves to perform. So we already know we're sober now. Everybody knows that the formula we're working with right now is not going to work. Okay, so let's talk about Aaron. Where are these appointments at? I don't know where they're at. Anybody got that problem? Where are these appointments coming from? Cool. Let's go through 5 sources. First, your leads that come in from your website, your social media, your walk-ins, your referrals. Not your advertising yet. I'm talking about stuff that just comes in from how much you're posting online. Guys, I'm about to ramp up how much posting I'm doing, particularly in the coaching space, particularly to help you guys with your platform. I'm doing 5 posts a day every day for the next 20 days on 6 different platforms. That's a lot. Okay. It's way more than I've done in the past. And it's considered low volume posting based on the highest people in the field and operations. So I'm not talking about your paid advertising. I'm talking about marketing, your website. How many times a day are you on all the formats you can be out there to the world with your website being posted? Hand out a card with your website, social media posting, Facebook, Instagram, private groups, public groups, get in the groups, right? Mom groups inside your area. Get your students, your sidekick group, your flight crew group, get them promoting yourself. These are called your micro influencers, right? But your response time has to be within under 5 minutes when people reach out to you. Okay, so inbound leads. Okay. Buddy weeks. If you do a buddy week, a parents' night out, birthday party, don't ever do it. Don't ever do it unless you know how to do it with a proper call to action, right? What does that mean? I do a birthday party and 10 kids show up. If I do the close correct, I have 10 people coming next week on a Saturday class because they feel it's required by how I sold it. And second part is I'm going to get them all on the phone on Monday and say, hey, I know I got your book for Saturday. I have an opening tonight at 5 o'clock. You want to come in right now? I can do a private lesson with you instead of a group lesson. I have people to call on Monday. So don't do a birthday party, just do a birthday party because the birthday parties are cool. Don't ever do another one. Don't do a graduation. Don't do a parents' night out. Don't do a birthday party. Don't do a school talk unless you do it right because you're wasting your efforts. So if you do a buddy week, do it for the right reasons. Parents night out, do it for the right reasons. It is marketing. It's serving. That E is experience. S is serving. We're doing both of those at the same time with an event, and we're reaching more people. And the goal is to invite people. We got to hit all those. Okay. Okay. Next, your family members. Right now, they're in your school. How many times are you having conversations while you're teaching? Hey, mom, I've been looking at your little boy over there. How old is he now? He's 6. I think he's ready. Let's roll. When are you just inviting people who are already in your building to say yes? My longest running student, she is 60 plus. Okay. Her son was a student under me when I was a teenager. She would come watch him in classes. When I was 17 years old, shit, I'm getting old. I'm doing the math. Yeah. Yeah. 28 years ago, I'm a 17-year-old, think I'm badass martial arts teacher. Walk out. She's sitting on the bleachers. And I said, hey, in May, we do Moms Train for Free. Are you getting started? Because we'd have our moms train for free. Same thing we're gonna do Mother's Week at our school, but same thing we've done forever. And she said yes. 28 years later, not only is she still training, okay, but she worked for me for 15 years. She's a fifth degree black belt under me, right? From inviting someone sitting already in my building that her kid's taking. Next, outbound relationship reach. These are your schools, your daycares, your churches, your community. Listen, I'm excited about going to church for the community, and I'm excited for it being a qualifier. It's a qualifier for like-minded people. Awesome. All right. Because a church is healthy when it has young people with kids. A karate school is healthy when it's got some young people in there because they got some kids. I'm not going to ask Michael, but he's got 3 daughters, right? 3 daughters, 3 of them. I'm pretty sure he's invested a lot of money on his girls over the years. Tara's got a boy and a girl. They're grown. She's still investing money in a call now, still paying their way for stuff. Like, you want to talk about people are always going to spend more money on their kids. Okay. So go to the community that represents your community. Like, where does your kid go to school? What daycares did you frequent? Where do your parents go that are of your students? Where are you creating those relationships? And then this one we forget about, but the people who walked in your door, tried your class, did not sign up, and you said, good riddance, they didn't deserve to be here. No, no, no. Maybe you weren't the right person at the right time for the right opportunity because they weren't ready. So here's some fast math. I went back and pulled data that I can get my hands on from my schools. Each one of these, I underestimated on purpose that if you just do these things, average level, and average is a failing formula. First one gives you 5 to 7 leads per month. The other one gives you 3 to 5. The other one gives you 4 to 6. The other one gives you 2 to 3. The other one gives you 2 to 3. These are based on real numbers, guys. So on the lowest math level, 8, 9, 17 qualified. These are not Facebook fake leads. These are 17 low level, lowest denomination based on the averages my schools did. 17 qualified leads, qualified because they met you, seen your face. They see how beautiful Michael is, right? They love the accent from John, right? They just like they see how cute Clarissa is. They can't say no. 17. You haven't spent a dollar. You spent some time. All right, pausing. Tell me which one of those you can't do. Tell me which one of those you say I suck at. I don't know how to do it. I'm scared. Somebody tell me something. Tell me where you're scared. Come on. Still got 6 pages left. I got 10 minutes.
I got a question for you real quick on it.
Let's do it, baby. Come on.
Not
Bring it.
not that I'm scared of it, but the just the right way to do it. Like buddy week, for example, like doing buddy classes or buddy weeks. What's the best way to, because you could do it and then nothing come of it.
Great. Now listen, I love this. Buddy weeks suck because here's how they suck. Because you have a lot of advanced students, a lot of beginner students, and all your advanced students don't have no more buddies because all their buddies are training with them, or they're all karate buddies, right? Like Michael, all your buddies are either karate people or students, right? Basically, you don't have buddies. We don't
Right.
have time for it. We don't have time for it. So, buddy week only works primarily when you target the new people, all right? And then you have to obligate them to bring someone. So here's what you do. You find a gimmick that's going to make sense for you. So I'll give you some ideas that I like that I've worked with and it worked. You have a special seminar on Saturday. And let's say it's unlimited board breaking, right? We're going to do 90 minutes of fun breaks. I'm not talking about a goal setting workshop. I'm talking about we're just going to break some freaking boards and have some fun. And this is only if you're like got some cool people, right? Like I don't know if you've done any breaking, Michael, but my dad used to break bricks and ice. You ever been done breaking ice? Is hard. Anybody done that before? It's I thought that would be the easiest thing. It shit's hard, okay? And so if you know some stuff like that, so here's what we did. We do a board breaking unlimited breaks on a Saturday. And me and my dad, he would do a specialty break, right? And we'd do some stuff where we light the boards on fire and let the kids break them too. There's a safe way to do all that stuff. We do some cool shit like that, right? Not your normal stuff. The price for entry is free. It's free. Price for entry, the way you get invited, every time you bring a friend, you get an invite and you get a board. You bring 3 friends, you get 3 boards that day. You want to light it on fire and break it that way. You want to do jump kicks. You want to do some fun stuff. And then you get somebody with a camera or a smartphone, and you're going to document all the stuff because you create collateral for marketing for the next time. Right. So what you do is you promote this for 3 weeks. Guys, we're doing special board breaking. And you show some videos of you doing some cool shit breaking or whatever like that. Go film some stuff, break some bats, whatever. Okay. That's one way. Okay. Nerf Wars Parents Night Out. Anybody ever done those? It's the most popular Parents Night Out you ever can do. Okay. Do it with black lights even. They make it where you can get like go crazy. Free. How do you get access?
Gotta bring a friend.
Got to bring a friend. Find out what the kid wants. Find out what you want. Oh, you don't got no friends, Billy? Billy, you ain't got no friends? Here's what I want you to do. You give him some collateral. So we used to have slap bracelets when I was a kid. Anybody have those? Slap bracelets?
Hmm.
Okay. You can order those now. But you also have the rubber bracelets. Those are more popular. You get some of those made with something on it that's a cool quote from your school and your colors. On inside, it has Texas number to get your free access, whatever. Get a bunch of these made. They're $1 a piece. Get 200, 300 made at a time and say, guys, you want to invite somebody? Hey, you can take 10 of these bracelets and they're special invitations. Just go put them on all your friends at school. Put them on all your friends at school and tell them if your parents see these, make sure you tell them that you're my friend. Find what you want. You want buddies. They show up for Buddy Week. And hey, guys, listen, this Saturday, parents, thank you guys for being here for Buddy Week. This Saturday at 10 o'clock, I have a free uniform for everybody here, and you're going to take your white belt test, and the buddy has to come with them. It's a mass intro. So don't do it just willy-nilly. Plan for it. Plan for it. Another one is every time they brought a friend, they put tickets in the drawing. We gave away a big prize, PlayStation 5 back in the day, $1,000, whatever thing. Okay. Because here's the thing: you spend $1,000 on Facebook and tell me what kind of leads you get. You get 5 buddies come in this week and you sign up 2, it was worth $1,000. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Moving on to the next thing.
Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
On that board breaking where you said, you bring one friend in and you get one board. I like that. But is that they when they bring them to that event, or is it or is the event just for the students who brought friends throughout the week?
The events for the students. See, I got the idea from back in the day when I was a kid in school. They'd bring in these fundraising people and they say, hey, if you sold so much, you get an ice cream party with a limousine. Anybody remember those? You get it picked up in a limousine, you get an ice cream party. I don't want to sell shit, but I want some ice cream. I want the limousine. Okay. So I went and hustled door to door selling candy bars. And the reality is, I didn't really want to go door to door sell candy bars. So you know what my mama did? My mama took them to her work. My daddy took them to his work, and they just conned some people out of candy bar money.
Right.
Okay. Anybody remember these? Come on now. So I was like, I'm just going to do that from the karate teacher standpoint. Hey guys, you want a special cool thing that we never do? You can't pay for it. You bring a friend this week to Buddy Week, you get an invite. Their friend's going to invite to their board breaking class. That's the mass intro. And the student's going to get an invite to the special limited edition, light some shit on fire board breaking workshop. It's going to be fun. Okay. Let's go. Don't really, I mean, you don't have to light stuff on fire. I'm just saying, make it crazy. Make it crazy. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Going on to the next thing. I still got 6 pages here, guys. And we got 11 minutes. All right.
So I have,
Yes. Go ahead. Go for it.
okay, so mine was about, like you said, you might not have been the right person at the right time for them.
Yes.
So how do you reach out to those kinds of people? I never know
Beautiful.
really what to
Beautiful.
say.
Beautiful. I love that. All right. So, how do we reach out to cold people? They've been in, they went cold. One, communicate on a regular basis with that group always, not with an offer, not with an offer, with information, education, right? Keep them updated, make them feel in the know. That's through email. That's where you could actually take everyone who's ever been in your door and never signed up, put a private Facebook group just for those kind of people, right? Don't call it your martial arts school group. Call it like, Orem community, life skills group or something like that, and put in some stuff in there where you're not always in a gi, and talk to parents about, hey, here's the tip that we use in our martial arts school about helping parents be better communicators, XYZ. Become the expert in your field. Become the expert, okay? And then though, to get them to an offer is occasionally you say, hey, we're taking 7 new students, only from people who've at some point been here before. Those 7 people who have a special offer, you can get started for $7. First 7 people in the next 7 minutes, $7 for the next 90 days. Something stupid. All you're doing is testing the audience who's paying attention to you. Okay. All right. Anything else? Here we go. Next part. Write this down. Gold, Gold. Gold is found in the follow-up, baby. Follow-up. You don't need to wait till you see your students show up on the floor. You got to create the opportunity. It is up to you to be a leader. So here's your pipeline readiness deadline. Tomorrow is April 15th. The government, the big man, likes that date. Okay. Tomorrow, you're going to make a deadline. And if you're not ready by tomorrow, get out your damn way and make it happen. I don't know. You guys got me cussing for the first time today. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm feeling feisty today. Okay. Me and John need to go hit somebody. Okay. So tomorrow, April 15th, your certificates for May 1st, student of the month. If you do a certificate of acceptance, anybody you plan on upgrading in the month of May, anybody who needs to be renewed in the month of May, I would like you to have the discipline to get it all printed, put the roster, upgrade list, my hit list for upgrades, my hit list for renewals, print my certificates, everything ready 2.5 weeks before I need it. That's your deadline tomorrow. And then on your smartphone, for you guys who are smart enough to have a smartphone, you go on the 15th of the month tomorrow and you make it a calendar invite opportunity for you or your team. I don't care who you put on there. Put me on there if you want me to remind you. For the 15th, for the rest of your time, that stuff's ready to go. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to say this again. R, reach. I, invite. S is serve. E is experience. Today, we're focused on the invitation. Invitation. Okay, so the average school has roughly a 40 to 50% no-show rate. 10 people scheduled, 40 to 50% no-show. That means 5 people showed up. Your target is to get to 80% show up. If you schedule 10, 8 show up. So the 17 leads I showed you, if you do those 5 things, 80% of that would be 14 people show up. Fast math, 13 people show up. And your close rate needs to be 80% of that. So that's 10 new students. How many guys right now would like 10 new students guaranteed in the next 2.5 weeks? That's without spending a dollar, it's spending a little bit of time. Okay, so moving on.
I just had one quick question.
Let's go. Come on, bring it.
How often do you do those buddy weeks? Is that something that you do like quarterly?
I would at least do once a quarter.
Once a quarter. Okay.
Yes. All right. Next, I'm gonna go through some scripts. Scripts. You have an inbound lead coming to you, and you can automate this. I don't care what software you have, you can automate this. If you don't want to automate it, you can manually. Hi, this is Aaron from Rise Martial Arts. I'm calling. Okay, this is a script. Inbound lead hits your website, hits whatever, right? This is when you're calling them. I'm calling because put their name in there, Susan, Billy, whatever the kid's name was, right? Or their name, right? So, Mrs. Johnson, I'm calling because you expressed interest in our program. I'd love to find out a little bit more about what you're looking for and get your son, your daughter, use their name if you have it, into our first trial experience. Do you have 2 minutes to speak right now? I want it to be this where like I need to ask permission to move forward in the conversation. Okay. So I need to introduce who I am. By the way, this is probably going to go to a voicemail, right? Hey, Mr. Johnson, this is Aaron at Rise Martial Arts. I'm calling because I saw that you hit our website and you're interested about your son learning about confidence. I would love to get that book for our trial experience. Hey, when you have 2 minutes, hit me back. I'm going to send you a text as well too. Boom, I send him a text. Hey, Mr. Johnson, sent you a message, right? When you get it back, call me back. I don't tell them what it is. I want them to listen to me. I want them to hear my voice. I want them to know I'm a real person. Okay. All right. When you go to close, another script. When you go to close, when you go to book the appointment, I just did this with Landon a second ago. All right. Hey, Mr. Johnson, listen, I have Wednesday at 5 o'clock or Saturday at 10 a.m. What's better for you? I don't say which day works for you and let them give me your, well, Sunday works for me. Oh, I'm not open. Friday. Well, we don't have classes on Friday. Thursday. All right. Thursday works. What time? 7 a.m. No, I can't do 7 a.m. Like, I don't want to do that back and forth. Give them a parameter. I've got Wednesday at 6 p.m. or I got Saturday at 9 a.m. What's better for you? We'll do Wednesday. They're going to try to make sense of it. You don't need to make sense of their schedule. Okay. Never, ever, ever, never on a day ever say what works for you, when works for you. Don't make it open-ended conversations. All right. It's end of a class, guest week, for example, buddy week, whatever. Okay. Someone comes in, if you're not doing a 2 lesson type trial, okay, you make sure you go to the kid and you praise the kid. Hey, Billy, I saw you did X really well today. You pick up really fast. That was awesome. Okay. Mom's standing right there. Hey, Mr. Johnson, hey, our next step is to get you scheduled for this Saturday's white belt test for your son. It's going to help build on what we started today. If you're not putting them in a group lesson, if you're going to do a one-on-one, you go to the 2 option close. Hey, Mr. Johnson, could you praise the kid in front of mom? Hey, Mr. Johnson, listen, the next best step for us is to schedule a time to take him through his own private orientation. So if you're doing a buddy week, right, you're going to schedule everybody to the group or you're going to do a one-on-one. Hey, I've got Wednesday at 6 p.m. or I've got Friday at 4 p.m. What's better for you? Give them the 2 lessons or 2 options or the group, one of the two. Am I going too fast? You guys getting this? I'll send you guys an email as well too. Upgrade conversation. Someone's in your building right now. Hey, Mr. Johnson, do you have 2 minutes real fast before you head out? Hey, I want to show you something real fast about Billy. Well, I don't know why it's always Billy. Where he's at right now and where we could take him this summer. And I'll be real quick. And I'm going to do a preview about the program and then schedule a time to sit down with her for 10 minutes in the future. What I don't want to do is just schedule her for a time in the future with her not knowing any context. That feels very sketch, right? Right? Hey, Mr. Simpkin, you got 2 minutes real quick before you leave? Hey, listen, I really want to show you how your daughter, she's been awesome in the program, which we've already talked about. We've seen the progress. Hey, real fast, I'm going to show you she's here right now. Hey, our next level program is this one. And I would love to spend some time this week sitting down and going through exactly how I believe we can get her ready for that right now. Can we make that happen this week? I'm just giving a little preview to book the appointment. Remember, the whole point about this is the invite. We need appointments. Appointments. Okay, pause in there. Questions on those? This is a bonus from everything I'm giving you on Thursday. How many of you guys are getting value from this already? You guys are telling me 0 appointments, 1 appointment. You know that's a failing formula. Now, we're going to talk about building a team because I know like John's worst day on life would be spending 12 hours with just doing this and never teaching. He would probably shoot himself. He would like, screw that. Okay. He's got to be able to hire the right person and hold him accountable. So he has to understand it. Is everybody with me? Even if you're not doing it, because John will not be the best guy to do this for his business. Even in his coaching business, he won't be the best guy for that. We'll build a team around him, but he's got to make sure he's got the right team. Anybody ever hired someone and just trusted them and they sucked, but you didn't know how to hold them accountable and you knew it was your fault. So then you're just like, I guess it's just, I got to do the work still. You're paying somebody. Anybody paid somebody and you still did the work? Anybody did that? You're paying them and you're still doing the work because you know that you weren't the right boss at the time. You weren't the right leader. All right. Pop quiz. Who got an email from me this morning about an hour and a half ago? Who got an email from me? Everyone go check your email. If you didn't get an email from me, I want to know if you got it. By the way, here's what I want you to do. There's a virtual hand you can click. If you got the email, put your virtual hand up. Virtual email, if you got it. Landon got it. One person. Nobody else got it. Michael doesn't know how to do a virtual hand. He did a real hand. John says he's not sure. Okay, John got it. John doesn't know how to do virtual hands either. Okay, no email.
I don't know how to do the virtual hand. How do you
There
even
you
do
go.
it?
I'm teaching some stuff. All right, if you didn't get the email, like Wayne didn't get it, first is I'll check on my side. But if you didn't get it, here's what I want you guys to do. Okay? If you didn't get it, I want you to go to riseformore.com. The website's not done yet. If you didn't get the email, go to that website, click where it says next week's call, live call, whatever. It's going to pop up something with your information. Put your information in there because it will just update your stuff that I have in my system. It just means, first of all, check your spam. See, I didn't go to spam. If I went to your spam, move me over to the inbox. Move me to the inbox. Okay. Now, so far, John got the email, Michael got the email, Landon got the email. Now, Landon, you can't communicate the next part of this message because you're a cheat coder because you're on the call. Who didn't get the email? Clarissa, did you get it? Yes, no? Clarissa didn't get it. Tara, did you get it? Tara didn't get it. She doesn't know. Tara's not sure. She's confused. Okay. All right. So if you didn't get it, the fast hack to make sure I've got your updated stuff is just go to the website. Let me show you this, guys, real fast. Let me show you real quick. Let me show you real quick.
Which email are we looking for? Aaron at riseformore.com?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
If you didn't get an email today, then totally understand. Okay, so all right, who can tell me when you can see my screen, guys? Let's see, where's that share button? Everybody see the screen? Okay, this website's not done, but it says join the weekly here. It'll pop up a little box here. Pop up a little box. Maybe if my computer speeds up slower than molasses. All right, put your name, full name, full name, full name. Okay, email address and phone number. Do that, and then it will update. Okay. All right. Now, those who got the email today, that was a test email. It was a test. Okay. It was a test. Besides Landon, how many of you guys read the email? Anybody read the email or just saw that email and you're like, yeah, I'll talk to that bro later? Anybody read the email?
I'm reading it now.
Good. Okay, good. Perfect. Michael, you're the guinea pig. Okay. What do I not like about that email?
I just started reading. It's going to take me a minute to get through it.
Good. We love this. This is called teaching and leading right now. We're teaching and leading. Accountability. I love it. People pay for two things in life, status and accountability. Y'all should be writing everything down. We're not going to finish this call today, guys. We're supposed to be done 2 minutes ago and do Q&A. I still have 3.5 pages and I'm gonna blitz it. I'm gonna blitz it. Okay. Michael, what do you not like about the email?
I'm a slow reader.
Good. You keep reading. I'm going to keep talking. And when you figure it out, you tell me. Okay.
Right.
Now, there's a lesson to be learned in the email. Yep. Don't say anything out loud, but you got the email? Was it in spam? If I'm in your spam, put me into the inbox. You don't want to be spam. That will be an email. That is actually next week's email. I dated it April 20th, right? So I gave you a week's ahead of time so we could do a lesson on the call here. I was going to save it for tomorrow's call, but I'm going to do it now a little bit, okay? But you're going to get an email like that every Monday. every Monday. Depth of knowledge, as long as you're in my email list. Okay. All right. Now, confirmation. You tell me, Michael, when you figure something out. A confirmed appointment is not a secured appointment. Let me say that again. A confirmed appointment is not a secured appointment. Anybody ever confirmed an appointment? They still ghosted you? Still didn't show? Anybody have that one? Don't that piss you off? Now, we have a new business if you're interested in being part of this business. Okay. Now, we're going to test it out in the Northeast. If someone books an appointment and then you confirm the appointment, they don't show up. John is going to send his little kids that do all these push-ups to the doorstep, knock on the door, and kneecap the bitches. Okay. And it's $17 every time we do that. Okay. There we go. I was in the spam box, Wayne. Now, because we need to be teaching those people a lesson. You don't confirm and say yes and don't show up. Okay. John, you'd be rich just on that one idea right there. Okay. So here's what you want to automate if you can in your software. And if you haven't figured it out, that's something that maybe we can look through and figure out depending on what software you have. The show up rate difference between schools that confirms and schools that don't is over 40 percentage points. Okay. Yes, that's the one, Tara. Good job. Move me over from spam. Thank you. So one, you want an immediate text that's automated saying you're confirmed. Billy is set up for Friday at 6 p.m. at Rise Martial Arts. Put the address in there. Don't assume they know where it's at. There might be 3 martial arts schools with the same name. Okay, that's an immediate. They book, it's immediate. Next, 24 hours before. These are the automations. 24 hours before. Hey, quick reminder, Mrs. Johnson. Billy's scheduled for Friday at 4 p.m. That's tomorrow for his first lesson. Hey, just make sure you wear some comfortable clothes so he can change to his karate uniform and arrive 5 minutes early before the lesson. Whatever you want it to be, but it needs to be automated 24 hours before. 2 hours before, 2 hours before. Hey, Mr. Johnson, I'm super excited, okay, to meet you today at 6 o'clock. We're ready for Billy to come in. Hey, just reply the word confirm so we know you're on your way. Now, to take it to the next level, you put a selfie picture with one of these so they know your face. Hey, I'm Crew John. You're going to be meeting me. So they don't walk in thinking they're going to meet a 5'10" guy and see a 6'4" guy. When the 6'4" guy knocks on your door, is 3 bills, and you thought he was 5'10" from Zoom, it freaks you out a little bit. Okay. So get a little picture, a little context. Even better if you have a link on there where you say, hey, with the address, hey, click this link. You can see a video tour of our facility. Make them feel familiar. Those are automations. Those are automations. Okay. Now, next level. While I'm on the call, while I'm talking to John, hey, John, listen, I know we talked about you're really looking for confidence for your son. Hey, real quick, I've got you scheduled for 6 o'clock this Friday. I just sent you a text right now that has a 3-minute video that I would like you to watch afterwards that will show you exactly how we develop confidence in your son and how we set ourselves apart from any other martial arts program. Great. The first follow-up that is not going to be automated. It's going to be directed by the person that's doing the call. It's going to happen when the call is happening. So what are the top 10 things people call you for? You got to be prepared for that. Okay. All right. Next. You guys still with me? You ready? If y'all need to get to work, you can jump off this call anytime.
You wouldn't happen to have examples of those videos, would you?
Yes, ma'am.
I would love-
And Coach Sarah's filming some new ones today. You know why she's going to film some new ones? Because what would you rather look at? This or that? This or that? Right, John, what you want to look at? Come on. I mean, I know, look, this is how I'm doing my videos from now. I'm doing little teasing stuff here. Come on now. Sex sells, what I've been told. Okay. I hope Deb's on the call because she'll probably have a heart attack.
Is this your side hustle?
That's my side hustle. Okay. It's not feet pics. I'm going to bounce the pecs like The Rock. That's what I'm doing. All right. I took the right drugs today, guys. I took the right drugs today. All right, here we go. I got 2 more things for you. All right, 20 appointments. Here's where I believe Michael struggles, Tara struggles, Clarissa struggles. Here's where I think we struggle, guys. You hear 20 appointments and you think it's got to be done in one little swoop. That's overwhelming. Okay, it's too much stuff. And so when things are overwhelming, what do you guys do? Nothing. If you read the email that Michael's still reading, I talk about how I would confuse myself with busy work, knowing I was lying to myself. Remember earlier on the call today, I talked about a great leader is sober honest, hard honest with themselves. I was not a great leader at the time because I was knowing I didn't want to handle difficult conversations. Okay.
So is
But
it,
acting busy. What did you not like about the email, sir?
I think the email is fine, honestly. Maybe a better, like a call to action on it or something. I don't, but you
Good.
have that on
Okay.
there too.
He failed. Next person up can tell me in a second. Okay. Not Landon and not
No,
Lakin. Okay.
I don't
All
like
right.
that it's hi customer name.
Oh, say it again.
I don't like that it says hi customer name.
Oh, good job.
I didn't
Okay.
even see that.
That was called a test. Now here's the test. If I wouldn't have called this email out, first of all, it would have been in y'all spam box and you wouldn't have brought it over to your inbox. So the next time it doesn't go to spam, it goes to the inbox. But I intentionally didn't change the part at the front for a test. And here's my test. Here's my test. If we wouldn't be talking about this email right now, not a single one of you guys, now you might say, oh, no, Aaron, I would have. I'm going to say you're lying. Not a single one of you guys would have texted me and say, hey, Aaron, your email looked a little off. It said this at the top. You might want to go fix it. None of y'all would have said that to me. You would have thought it. You'd have been like, this is weird. Maybe something's wrong. You would have thought something. You wouldn't have said it. Let's be real. How many guys would have thought something and wouldn't have said it? Now, Michael wouldn't have thought it because he didn't see it to start with. He was just like, I'm a slow reader. How many guys would have thought it and be like, oh, that sounds weird? And we call ourselves leaders. Are we leaders always or sometimes? And if it's sometimes, so I'm not saying if it's a junk email you get, but it's one of your brothers, your comrades, and you see something not right, won't you say something? Or are you going to assume Aaron's got to figure it out? He's so far ahead of me, he's got to figure it out. You don't love me enough to help me out? You don't want to see me win like I want to see you win? So it was a test because how many times are you seeing your students? Are your family members of your students, the parents, and you know something's not right? You know they're quitting, but you're afraid of the conversation, and they 6 months later quit, and you're like, damn it, I should have. I knew it. I knew it was coming. And you let it linger, and they became detractors in your own business and hurt your business because you were afraid of being a leader. Now it's easy to do in your walls because you're the big cheese. What if you saw one of your parents in the community doing something that you felt was wrong, or their kid, or maybe not the student that's the kid, it's the brother of the kid, and you didn't call the mom, you didn't call the dad because it's not your place. They don't pay you for that. I'm saying right now, guys, we all got to be better leaders, or we need to stop lying to the world that we are a great leader. Stop selling a leadership class. Quit being a liar. Okay. Now, by the way, 4 people text me this weekend. Crazy. 4 people. And I think maybe all of them are on this call with the same message at the end of the day. 4 people basically used me for accountability this weekend, saying, hey, I'm not living up to who I need to be. And they were just vented to me. I love you guys trusting me with that. I love you guys trusting me with that. Here's the thing is, you can't fix something you don't recognize. So maybe us talking about leadership so much and pointing things at it makes you at least be present minded. You recognize it. Now, once you recognize a pattern, you know what you got to do? You got to freaking break those chains. You cannot walk in and teach kids and tell them about this great life and they can do anything they set their mind to when you are guilty of not believing it yourself. So I love that y'all trust me with that. And listen, use me for that and it's safe with me. You obligate me to be a better leader when you do that. I have to be a better leader. You obligate me to be a better leader because we're in this fight together. By the way, we don't get out of this fight alive anyway. So let's make something big and important. Legacy isn't in the future. Legacy is what we do today. Got to break those chains. And so why do I want more appointments? Because I believe I'm the best person to facilitate transformation through martial arts. It doesn't matter what the vehicle is, whether it's martial arts. I teach dance class. If I was teaching, God forbid, soccer, damn right, I would be the best soccer program in the world. Okay, it would be. Because I wouldn't care about the soccer. The product's last. The person's first. The person's first. The person's first. So the reason why you guys don't get 20 appointments is because you feel overwhelmed. Who's with me? Who feels overwhelmed? Okay. What's the saying about how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
I mean, first of all, I don't want to eat an elephant, but one bite at a time, right? I don't need to look out for the knockout punch. I need to look for the consistency. So here's the thing is, I'm going to give you some cadences. You don't have to use these, but I'm giving you some concepts that would apply if you just put some structure to your life. Pick a time every day you check your inbound leads. 9 a.m. in the morning, check your inbound leads. Everything that came in the last 24 hours. Okay? And respond first. So at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, everybody who hits you up today, if you're a one-man show, if you've got a sales agent, sales manager, it is their job. And all you're doing is checking to see if they did their job. But if I'm John, he doesn't have a salesperson, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, he just looks at every lead that came in. Even if there's automations, he should do a direct reach out. Okay. Next, before noon, have 3 calls, texts, or in-person conversations every day. What do I mean by that? Don't let him morning, because at noon, it's not, what is it? What do we call it when it's noon, right? We have morning. Then we hits noon, right? Noon, and then we have
Afternoon.
right. We have early afternoon, late afternoon, right? And then evening and night, whatever. When it hits noon, it's no longer morning. Morning's bye-bye. Don't let there be a zero contact morning the rest of your life. I'm gonna say it again. Do not. This should be a non-negotiable. Don't let a morning go without having a contact. So what is a contact? I'm saying 3. Here's the thing is, check this out. Put your hand up if you cannot do this. 9 o'clock in the morning, you check your leads from the day before. Those 3 people. You reached out to them. And then between that and 3 hours later, you're going to reach out to a student that needs to schedule an appointment, to a progress check that didn't sign up, to a trial that didn't sign up, to somebody you saw at a booth last week. 3, either in person, text, or an email. Who can't do that? Who can't do 3 within 3 hours? Right? You'd have to be mentally challenged, unable to read, write. I mean, was Stevie Wonder the blind guy? That guy could get 3 people to contact him in 3 hours, probably more. Is he still alive? He can go on X and probably get 3 people in 3 minutes. Okay? All right. Upgrade conversation at every time you walk off the mat. So I'm teaching 5 classes. Every time I walk off the mat, there's one parent I'm gonna have an upgrade conversation with. Hey, Mr. Johnson, Billy's been doing rocking in classes. He's doing a great job. Hey, listen, you got 90 seconds before I start this next class? What if every time you step off transition, you teach 5 classes, 5 conversations? Who can't do that? You're saying, well, Aaron, the class is too busy. I got no help. You don't have the ability to create 30, 45, 90 seconds to have a very specific conversation with one parent every day? Something's wrong with your schedule. Aaron, class starts behind class. Yeah, because I have a culture. My next class, they're on deck. I'm still teaching this class. All right, guys, on deck, stand up, hold your cards in your hands. All right, let's get ready, guys, ready? This class finishes. I walk them off. They line up. I create a culture. John told you can walk them through the front door, do a video, do it for the whole week, and you can set the culture right. And then I walk over to mom and say, hey, Mom, Mrs. Johnson, real fast. Listen, man, your son's been kicking butt in class. I love it, the energy. Listen, you got 20 seconds from real fast. Cool. Come up here. Listen, this is the program he's on. This is the one I need him on. Listen to what I just said, guys. I need him on this one. Is it okay if I call you tonight or text you tonight and schedule time so we can sit down for 15 minutes to go over this? I want to show you how I can have more success and transformation and confidence in your son by putting him on that program. Is that cool with you? She's going to say yes. But that way, when I call, she's going to answer. Okay. A follow-up list that you have cleared by the end of business. Meaning, you create an action list every day. These 5 people I have to follow up with today. And you don't go to bed. You don't go night-night. You don't go turn on the Netflix until you got those 5 people checked off the list. And then you don't go to sleep until you look at tomorrow's calendar and make your review. Those are the easiest, simplest things that Tara can do, Michael can do, Clarissa can do. If you don't have a helper, you can do all this. All right. Here's an Aaronism. This is, by the way, this is an unpublished book I'm reading from, guys, that I wrote a year ago. The calendar does not fill itself. Appointments are built one intentional conversation at a time. Starts at the front desk, starts at pickup time, starts at your park demos, it starts at the phone at 9 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't fill itself. It's one person conversation at a time. All right. Before we finish the call today, I'll let you guys have a few minutes for questions. I would like everybody here, there's 12 of you guys on the call with me, to commit to something specific based on the invitation to get our appointment book filled up. Give me one thing that you're going to say, no more. I'm implementing this, and it's a standard, not an idea, not a concept. It's a standard. I'm going to operate from today moving forward. I want to know what that one thing is. Okay. And as you're putting that in there, I'm asking you guys to be better leaders. I made a post last week, and John texted me, is like, tell me when and where to be. And like, I didn't need John to go whoop somebody's ass. Okay. It'd be fun. I'd do it with him. Right. I can fight my own fights. But you know what I loved about it? John's my brother. Got my back. What's cool is I've only known John basically a year. I felt like I've known him for 25 years. Everyone thinks you have to have a long relationship. You got to, like, this is my guy back from school. We're in high school together. No. I've only known John for about a year. And he's willing to get on the plane and go wherever, whenever, and go to war with me. That's a brother. It doesn't take 20 years to develop that. It takes alignment with who we are as people. And the reason why John and I have that kind of alignment is we've had real conversations. We didn't talk around stuff. We talked about honest. And I believe his flaws in his character are the same ones I have. And it's the same ones a lot of us have when we teach martial arts, because we're teaching to the person we wish we could have been a lot of times, or to the flaws we know that we don't like about ourselves. Some people call it a savior complex. It's why I've married the wrong women. It's why I've developed bad relationships with people, because I had better intent for them than they had for themselves. And I wasted, if you want to look at it that way, time, energy, effort, and money on the wrong people, and actually underserved the people who were for Aaron. Anybody done that before? You put a lot of energy into people that weren't for you in the long run? And then you become bitter and you're like, that's never going to happen to me. And you go hurt the next person with someone that hurt you, because they say hurt people, hurt people. Here's the thing is, the truth is, we gave permission to people. So I'm asking you guys, we're talking about getting more people in your school so you can make life transformation. It starts with us. Everybody here has got to be a way better leader, better conversations, more depth. And when you say to me, Aaron, hey, I messed up, I'm going to ask, hey, do you want me to help you solve it, or do you just want to let me know? Some of you guys said solve it. Some of you guys said, hey, I got to say it to somebody. Cool. But now you're obligating me to be a better leader, because I know you need me to be one. And also your people, your students, and your parents in your school need you to be a better leader. I spoke to Lakin in front of her teammate members today, her staff, and said, hey, stop communicating after 9 o'clock with your staff. Stop it. She asked because she texts them independently because they're friends. No, they're not your friends. Your staff's not your friends, even if they are your friends. They're not. The relationship's shifted. When you're writing somebody's check, they're not your friend anymore. They're a colleague. You can be friendly, and you can take the hat off at some times, but at 9:15 at night, you don't need to be hitting up somebody you've already spent 12 hours of your day going to war with. They got to have their time. Okay? And here's my thing is, I spoke to her. She owns the business. It ain't my business. And I said, you got to stop this right now with her team present. That's the kind of leadership you guys all need to do. And it's not hurting anybody. You can do it without being mean. You got to be able to be direct. Okay, here we go. Last part. I'm waiting for everybody to put in there. She says no more 0 days, okay? 3 reach outs before noon. That's pretty simple to do, right? Thank you for that leadership. And by the way, leaders are bold. Okay, here we go. Quotes, 4 of them. Gold is found in the follow-up. Never wait to see them on the floor. Don't scale chaos. Build the machine or become a slave to it. What does that mean? A lot of you guys show up and teach whatever you want to, John's about opening a second location. He can teach whatever he wants to in his one location. He ain't gonna let them do it over there. That would be chaotic, not predictable. So let's don't scale chaos. You got to build a machine that operates as if it was not led by you. It's got to have your DNA. Book a meeting from every meeting. Never leave a conversation empty-handed. Guys, right now, does everybody know when your next call with me? Some of you guys have a call one-on-one today. My inner circle group, my small group. You guys have a call tomorrow with me. And then for you guys who purchased the May extravaganza craziness, guys, that's 300 something page document, unreal. I'm not done. Been working on that. I've been working on that for years, but at 2 weeks, 6 hours a day, 12 hours yesterday, 12 hours yesterday, 12 hours yesterday on that document. By the way, I don't need to do that for any of you guys. I should keep it for myself. Okay. Because most of you guys, it'll be so much you won't do none of it. But I'm taking out the guesswork for you. Okay. That calls on Thursday. If you don't know your next time with Aaron, that's on you. Schedule one-on-one if you need it. Group call for the inner circle tomorrow. Next Tuesday is a call for everybody. Thursday, if you're on the implementation call. What about your students? So they know the next time they see you. And then last, I want you guys, anybody remember the shirt? It says be happy. Remember the big old face, be happy. I want everyone here to be happy, whatever that definition is. And, not but, and never satisfied. It's one of my favorite songs. All right. Q&A, let's roll. I went late. Not apologizing for it. No questions? We're all good? Everyone's happy? Beautiful. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Inner circle group call for you guys who are in that group. If you're not in that group, you're interested about that, you can talk to me later. It might not be the right fit for you right now anyways. But that's a call for you guys tomorrow morning, 12 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Thursday is May's implementation call. That's an optional thing. Okay. You guys will get the link and the document tomorrow. Guys, when you get the document tomorrow, don't go cheat code it and say, I'm going to go ahead and research everything. Just wait till the call on Thursday. I'm going to give it to you because it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to freak out. You're going to realize too much shit to do. Okay. And then that's it, guys. I'll see y'all either on one-on-one or on a group call. You guys have a great Tuesday. Get some tacos tonight. Love you guys. Peace.